Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and welcome to day 4 of my Solver, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar, the Intergalactic Race. We will, as always, start by having a quick look at the calendar and reminding ourselves of where door 4 is, although the first thing we have to do, as always, of course, is actually read the story. So, day 4, here we go, 4th of December. Your racer rattles slowly through space. You are travelling so slowly that the field of spaceships in front of you can no longer be seen. But Claus doesn't let this bother him. He is currently rummaging through Tom's bags. "Snack?" he asks, holding out a meatball. "No thank you," you answer, and after a short pause you add, "Claus, is this really the right time to be eating? Shouldn't we try to catch up with the others as quickly as possible?" "You're funny," Claus replies, and bites into the meatball with relish. "I don't even know which direction we have to go. Before we can catch up with anyone, you have to find out the route." "Me?" you ask, dumbfounded. "Of course," Claus replies, smacking his lips. "What do you think I hired you for? The race management gave me a few old star maps when I registered. Apparently, possible travel routes are marked on them. Have a look and see if you can find anything useful." You look around the machine, /lounge, /navigation, /bit of everything room in search of the maps mentioned. How are you supposed to know where to fly to? Which route are you supposed to take? You stop in your tracks. Didn't a TV reporter ask exactly this question during the preliminary report? And how did the founder of the IMB answer? Yes, that's right. The long and the short of it is that the best racer would find the right path. Was that a hint? Please turn the page and now open door 4, behind which you will find one riddle card, D1. So what's on the back of the page? Ooh, okay. So that's very colourful, isn't it? This is presumably referring to things on the lid of the calendar, maybe? No, actually I don't recognise those planets. And there are a lot of numbers at the bottom. A reminder that each day we're looking for a 3-digit number to put into our decoder card to work out where the next door is, because they're not labelled with numbers. So there are lots of potential digits here, and presumably we need to find the correct routes, 3 routes, such that we will reveal the digits. I'm guessing, and indeed hoping, that looking inside the door will provide some more explanation of what's going on. Let's open door 4. Aha, there's one riddle card, I hope. Yep, there we go. It says code ABC. Well, that is super helpful. But maybe it is helpful. On the face of it, it doesn't seem that helpful. Perhaps there's something inside the room that will give us more information. So I'm going to fly my camera spaceship to the room. Yes, very hilarious. And on the left, I don't immediately see that's going to help us with a puzzle. There's a tissue dispenser against the wall there, by the look of it, which is weird. Well, there's something on the floor, but it just looks like a game that's been abandoned. I would say it was a chess wall, but it's 6x6. On the right hand side there's a bunk and it says 2. So perhaps the only thing that's really relevant is this map at the back, but even then I'm not clear. I think that's just decoration. You can't read that text on it, and the planets don't correspond with those on the calendar, so perhaps we're just looking for planets we can actually find on the calendar that correspond with the map. So I don't think anything in the room is relevant here. Alright, so let's see if we can make this correspond with the calendar. But where does the ABC come in? This is our spaceship, which we saw on day 1, I think. Let's see if we can identify any of the planets for a start. So it's possible this is this, but if so, the colours are different. Let's have a look on here. What planets have we got on here? This big purple swirly one, I don't see. And this yellowy orange one, and this, obviously the red one with the key cuts, and this stuff doesn't look like it's actually on here. What about on the lid? So this is the lid of the box folded back, and I have to say it's not clear to me that any of these planets match the ones actually on the lid. There's some spaceships shooting off up here, which I hadn't actually noticed before. But yeah, I don't immediately know what we're doing here. Is a pattern on here relevant? I don't think so, but you never know, because after all, why show the pen that's written on the things? Ah, I know what we're doing. So I don't think we need the box at all. So what we need are the cards from previous days, because the key here is the dots and dashes. So I can see it's a binary decision tree, and each time we come to a junction, we can either type the dotted side or the dashed side. And that's true, presumably, throughout. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of decision to take to end up at a planet. So the card for day A, and that's why this is a clue, because it reminds you of the ABC, and it's also what it means by the long and the short. It's supposed to remind you of Morse code, which is what this ostensibly looks like, because that's broadcast with long and short pulses or flashes of light or whatever. So to start with, we have the dotted side, the dotted side, the dash side, and the dash side. So that gives us 0. So I'll write that on there so we don't forget. And when I say we, I mean clearly me. I'm very poor at remembering these things. And then this is the B card. So we have the dash side, the dash side, the dash side, and then the dotted side at the end, which takes us to a 2. And finally, on day 3, we got the C card, and that takes us on the dotted side, the dash side, the dash side, and the dash side to a 4. And I don't think there's any confusion about the fact that these are going to be in the order of A, B, C. So our code for today is 0, 2, 4. There we go. And I'd be very surprised if that's incorrect. So we have go bottom right, and go further bottom right, which is down to here. And if we've got this correct, we should have star, hexagon, square. And we do. So there we go. We found day 5. So now what I need to do is find my pen, which I seem to lose every day, and write 5 on here. And we're done. Well, there we go. That was a fun one, wasn't it? I was completely mystified for a moment then. I thought to myself, surely we don't have enough information to solve this. But it was when I looked closely enough at the diagram that I suddenly realised what was going on. Clearly, I should have spotted that right away, but mostly it was, I think, when I discovered that it wasn't a case of looking at the calendar that I suddenly thought, well, I'll go back and have a closer look at the thing I've already been given. Well, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, maybe you'll enjoy my other Advent calendar solves, so do please feel free to check out those links. But otherwise, until I see you in a future video, and perhaps even tomorrow's video, I shall say goodbye, take care.